Hey guys, I'm Michael. This is Lexi. Let's take a look at the bench reverse hyperextension. Before we get into the demo of the exercise, this is a phenomenal exercise for strengthening the glutes, but also for the low back. So if you currently have low back irritation, low back pain, don't get into reverse hyperextensions. Let that ideally kind of dissipate and come down. But when you are ready to start strengthening your low back, really do highly suggest this. And whether you're doing sets of 5 or sets of 20, it's a really useful motor pattern for getting stronger through the low back, which is, a really big part of having a healthy low back for the long run. So I'm gonna have Lexi come on down. She's gonna go belly to bench, and she's gonna set herself up so that her hip crease is right at the edge of the bench. And that's gonna allow her to have vertical knees, right, or vertical thighs. Her knees are pointing to and actually on the ground. Find a comfy place for the hands. Lexi's gonna lift her knees up just a little bit, get them off the floor. So this is her starting position, not touching the floor. And then she is going to kick back and up at about a 30-degree angle. Good, come back in, and let's go for 5, Lexi. So Lexi's taking her feet at about a 30-degree spread, and she's about 30 degrees above horizontal. This is a really, really good loading for the low back. If you need less load, I'm gonna have you do, Lexi, is a couple where you go straight back instead of up, right? So this is a regression, a little bit gentler, a little bit easier version. There's less glute engagement, there's less engagement through the low back. And then if we want to scale this up, Lexi, what I'm gonna have you do is bend your knees at 45 degrees and then shoot your heels straight up to the ceiling and then bring your knees just below parallel. There you go. And then back up. And if you want to go to kind of the full-on version, take this version where the hamstrings are a little bit shorter and you've got more load working through the glute and the hamstrings. Lexi, thank you. Guys, that is our bench reverse hyper.